Got the old sirens welcoming people to the show.
Well,
We're
that's what
streaming
happens
on
when you
YouTube.
live in the ghetto.
Yeah, I didn't know that you did though.
Well, I don't know. I didn't think I did.
Is that inner city Carney?
Inner City Carney. That was I was like the second or third car that went by. So there's something going
Huh.
on south of me.
Huh. Weird. Probably somebody doesn't know how to drive down there, crashing themselves.
Yeah. They might be headed to Joel's house.
They
We
might. He
were
got out of hand.
we were all over at Jeremy's house this evening because the girls had their band concert. There goes a sheriff right there. He don't have his lights on.
Daggum.
Um, but so we were all over at Jeremy's house, and the kids were outside playing around, and Lincoln came in. Well, actually, Truman came in carrying Lincoln, and Lincoln said he couldn't walk, thinks he broke his foot, and was needing to go to the hospital. So they were
Oh
they were
man.
like, I don't know if we're quite ready to go to the hospital tonight, but anyway, they went home the same time we did, and Joel's house is south of here, so maybe they called the sheriff's department. Lincoln, he said he just wanted to talk to the police. He needed to talk to him about it.
Oh man.
Kind of
He
funny.
he must have him some fragile little bones.
He must. It's the same foot that he did break 15 months ago or something.
Hmm.
So yeah.
That'd be a bad deal.
Hmm.
Man, I was laying around tonight waiting for somebody. I was getting sleepy.
Uh oh. That's because you got up too early this morning.
I guess so. Birthdays are too fun, I guess.
That's right.
I was laying in bed last night talking to Anna, and I asked her, I said, or maybe I can't remember how I started out. I think I said, I don't remember birthday excitement. Like,
Oh no.
like I don't remember birthday excitement.
So, yeah,
Uh,
I remember being like looking forward to it being my birthday, but not in a way that like I wanted to wake up early or oh my gosh, I can't wait until my birthday because I'm gonna do whatever because I never did anything.
so do you
I mean,
remember any like do you have memories of birthdays though?
I yeah, some when we were real little, like I'm thinking maybe I would have been 7 or 8 years old, maybe 7 and 8 years old. Uh, we would get together at our house, and like my grandparents were there and a couple friends, and I do remember that. I don't remember getting any specific gifts that I just thought I needed or anything, but yeah, I do remember a couple of birthday parties that I had as a young child. What about you?
Yeah, Anna remembers a bunch, like, but their family every holiday is like, you know, fun and exciting.
Oh, sure.
And they like traditions and things like that. But dude, I was laying there thinking, and I can really only remember one. Like when I turned 16, I remember that day. And the reason I remember it is because I worked like, I don't know, I probably worked 16 hours that day. I got up early and left and was working on the farm. And when I got home, it was like 10 o'clock at night, and everybody was there and they were all disappointed because they'd been waiting for me. Uh, because unbeknownst
Like
to
for
me,
hours.
yes, for hours. But I didn't know that my aunt and uncle were coming through town, and my cousin has the same birthday as me. And so my parents, my family, they thought, oh, well, Jonathan's going to be here. Let's go get an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen and have put both our names on it, and we'll have a
Hmm.
party tonight. Well, we didn't do that normally, and so I had no idea. And then I get home and it's the middle of the night and everybody's just like, we've been waiting and waiting for you. Like there's no cell phones or anything. We didn't
That's
have cell
funny.
phones.
Right.
Everybody's just disappointed.
Yep.
And that's the one I remember.
Well,
I
that's
spent a few
yeah.
birthdays at camp when I was doing summer staff stuff. I think probably 2 years, maybe like 17 and 18. I turned 17 and 18 probably at camp picking up hay because we always did hay that week down at
Mm.
camp.
Yep. That's always the time of year that you like to do hay.
Hmm.
I think I had when I was a real little kid, and I don't remember it, but I'm pretty sure I've heard stories that I had a birthday party at McDonald's,
Hmm.
but I do not remember it. My mom tells me about it.
I I'm pretty sure also there was must have been when hmm, I must have been turning 10 or 11, and I was going to go to camp. This would have been the first year ever to go to camp because we were poor and my parents couldn't afford sending me to camp. But my neighbor kid went to this camp that like four kids could go for like 25 bucks or something. And so, you know, they figured they could swing that. And so I'm super pumped to go to this camp. And uh, maybe, a couple weeks before camp rolls around, my my aunt decides to come visit that week, the week of camp. And so my family's like, "Oh, you can't go to camp. Your cousins are gonna be here. We're gonna
Oh
have so
no.
much fun. We're gonna go to Worlds of Fun, and it's you can't go. You can go. Just go next year. I mean, there's always next year." And so they like talked me out of going to camp. And that year, my cousins got there, and we got head lice, and we were
Oh
quarantined to our yard for like 2 weeks.
yeah. That's fun.
And I'm pretty sure that was over my birthday.
Bummer. You know, head lice for your birthday.
Yep.
Goodness.
That was a good one, man. I blame
Yeah.
it on my
Gross.
my little brothers. We had this carport on our house, and the barn swallows would get make nests up in there, and my brothers would climb up and look in the nests, and they got the lice from them birds.
Yuck. I have never had lice that I know of. I think that's one of the things you probably know when you have it.
Yeah, I'd say I think you should try not to. Yeah, I think it's best not to have them.
I'll try. I've done a pretty good job
Okay,
so far.
good. Man, I burned my mouth on that pizza tonight.
You did?
A little bit, yeah.
Bummer.
I know.
That's not good.
Well, it was good pizza though.
Yeah, it was. It was real good. Tasty. Ooh.
Man.
We went to the old band concert.
Oh
Listened
yeah,
to
how was
it
that?
was Elliot told you it was two songs, but it was I think the eighth grade did three songs and the ninth grade did four songs. But they did real. Oh, we got a big old truck, dude. This guy, what? This is giant. Man, I don't know what's going on. I think it said sheriff on it. Does the sheriff have like big military trucks? Like massive
I mean,
semi style truck with a big, almost some kind of box on the back of it.
that
Green,
might be
like a
like their
dark green.
SWAT truck or something.
And
It might be their,
could you hear that thing?
yeah,
Dude, it was hauling through here. I've never seen so
dude,
much police traffic.
that's pretty wild.
Maybe they're cracking down on them bad drivers.
Maybe. Sounds like it's worse than that though. If they got like tactical vehicles headed out there.
Dude, that thing, that was a beast of a truck. I don't even know what it was like a military style truck. It was not like an F-550 or something.
Mhm. You know, yeah, they've got like a big old Bearcat thing. It's not it's not like a it's not like a semi where there's a cab and a trailer, was it?
Right. No,
It's like just a big,
just a
almost
big
tank
giant
looking
truck.
thing.
Yes.
Yeah, the sheriff's department has that. I saw it. They do
And
the trunk or treat there at Pleasant Valley, and they had
oh,
it there.
the it had like doors that that open up like that on the back,
Oh
and they
yeah,
were open
that
as
they
it just
got their
flew through here.
that's their SWAT team.
I wonder
Yeah,
what the
dude,
heck they're
they
doing.
got
Why
something
he's?
going
I
on.
mean,
Somebody barricaded in a house or something. That's what
this
they
road
like.
right
If they
here is
have,
it's like a 25-mile-an-hour road. And that dude was going 60 through here.
that thing has a turret on the top, like you can have a dude behind a armored plate sniping out the top of that thing.
Oh, nice.
And then it also has a ram that you like when they're driving down the road like
Oh boy,
that, they'll just have
dropped you.
it they'll just have it all strapped up on the side of it, but they can pull it off and hook it on the front, and then it's probably like a 20-foot ram that sticks out off the front of that thing, so they can just like punch it through somebody's front door.
Huh.
But and then dudes can go through the door and the vehicle's not in the way.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
They're cool trucks.
I want
It's
one.
like a mobile command center. They got their own radio system. So like they don't have to worry about where they are. They have like secure radio that they can set up that
Oh,
broadcasts from that to all the TAC
hmm,
guys. It's pretty sweet.
fancy.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Well,
want, depending on how far down the road it is, you might hear them yelling because they got loudspeakers too. They'll be like,
well, all of the sirens were headed south,
yeah.
and that dude was headed north.
Oh, the truck was?
The big truck was headed north.
Weird.
Yeah.
Huh. Huh. Where is where's the sheriff's station?
Well,
Like where's
the
their
Clay County
building?
Sheriff's down in Liberty.
Wonder
It's down the
wonder
down
what
on
the
the
deal
square,
is.
right next to Three Halves uh, Brewing.
I wonder if all of the initial traffic were SWAT guys, because Clay County wouldn't have a like Clay County sheriffs would not have a dedicated SWAT team. It's gonna be regular sheriff's deputies that are then like also trained to be the SWAT team. So
Right.
it would be an on-call type of a deal. I wonder if in the initial traffic was everybody flying down to the sheriff's station
Mm.
and then and so
Suiting up.
potentially it is north of you, even though everything was headed south at first.
Right.
Like they're headed
I don't
into,
know, man. There's a that's one of the same sheriff vehicles that was going south and now it's going north.
yeah, I bet they had to run down
Get the
and
big
get
truck.
there. Uh-huh.
That's probably what it was. That's I had to try to figure out what the heck was going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna see if I can
Give me
find out a little bit already right now.
one of them scanners.
I know. You don't have that on your phone?
I don't. I think I did back in the day, but I don't have it right now. Oh, I'm kind of tired too. That Branson trip wore me out. That's a lot of when you're gone for 2 days and you're doing all that stuff. That's a lot of stuff to squeeze into 2 days.
Yeah.
Walking around Silver Dollar City all day, walking around Bass Pro Shops half the day. Motorcycle,
The police,
not a police
more
one.
police or oh, okay.
No, just an old dude cruising around on his motorcycle. See anything?
No, but I just texted Eric to see if he might figure
See
anything
if
out.
they heard anything.
Daggum.
What'd you do?
Did I lose you for a second? I hit
You
the
you
wrong
went
button.
black. Yeah,
Yeah.
you went blank for a second.
Oh man. I don't know, man. Dan said he wanted to try for tonight, but haven't heard anything else from him since.
Well, he's getting too busy, I guess.
Oh man.
Didn't he skip last week?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man, I'm getting tired. It's not good.
Me too. I know it.
Ah, we got back. Let's see, 9:30 last night, and I did not stay awake very long. I kind of went to bed pretty soon after I got home, and then I think it was around 11 or 11:30 or something when them storms started moving in. Anna woke me up, so I got up
Hmm.
for a little bit. Then I quickly went back to sleep and slept till I don't even know. I think I slept till almost 8 o'clock this morning.
Man.
I know.
That's
I was I was exhausted from that long weekend,
I I
and
didn't
then I
sleep
worked
in.
at the salon all day.
Uh Putting that piece of trim up that you found.
No, not that salon. The other one, the one in Liberty. Um, Painting a room that I think I just painted last year. Girl moved out, new girl's moving in, so I had to patch a whole bunch of holes. And then, so I patched all the holes, textured all the walls, let it dry, got the paint. I started painting, and the girl who's moving into the room comes in and she says, "Oh, hey, um, are you gonna take those lights off of the wall?" I was like, "Well, I mean, I wasn't planning on it." She's like, "Oh, well, I was gonna change those out to something different. Can you take them off the wall?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's no problem." I said, "Usually when I take them off, I have to do a little texturing behind there because the it leaves a line if I don't." She's like, "Yeah, yeah, that'd be great." I was like, "All right." And she's like, "What about that TV mount? Can you take that down?" I was like, "Yeah, I can take it down." And she's like, "Well, what about that cabinet? Can you take that cabinet off the wall?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can." "Okay, yeah, that'd be great." I said, "Well, I was," I said, "I asked Chris about all that stuff, and she said leave it." And she's like, "No, I don't. I don't want that TV mount. I don't want them lights, and I don't want that cabinet." I was like, "Okay, yeah, that's fine. I can take them out." So then I spent the next hour taking all that stuff off and patching the walls, and then I couldn't paint those walls because they were all wet. So I got pushed way behind on that. So I was finally got one coat of paint on everything, and then I had to leave.
Nice.
So now I got to go back there tomorrow and do a second coat. At least it's all one color.
Ye- Yeah. I figured she was gonna come in and say she didn't like the color. That would
She
have been
came
easier
in.
though.
She came in a little later, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I love that color." I was like, "Well, that's good." Because sometimes those girls come in, they go, "Man, I do not like that color."
Hmm.
I'm like, "Well, you picked it." I know, I know.
They just go find something else, or usually just deal with it.
I've repainted it. It depends on the person. Sometimes they're like, "Yeah, that's not going to work. We have to repaint that." And then the last one, the girl, she's like, "Man, I don't like that color." And I was like, "Okay, do you want me to paint a different color?" And she's like, "No, no, I'll just deal with it." I'm like, "Okay." Never know.
Nope. That's all right.
Yep, I'm fine with it because I don't care. I don't care what color it is. It can be ugly, and then it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
They always ask me, they're like, "What do you think about that color?" And I'm like, "I think if you like it, then I like it. I don't really have much of an opinion on it."
Yeah. Oh man. You hear any of them sirens anymore? They're all
No, I
gone.
haven't heard any in a I haven't heard any in a while,
Hmm. I'm
and
curious.
there's not been any traffic coming or going. So I don't know. I don't know, but there for a little bit, there was a lot of something going on, and that big old truck was headed north, and it was moving fast, like it was on a mission.
Those trucks are impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it coming from a long way off, and I could tell that it wasn't just a normal vehicle. It had a probably like a 6 foot light bar across the top side of it that was on,
Oh yeah.
and it just had that weird, like not normal vehicle sound to it. Like it had that
Right.
whatever big giant motor sound, and then and you could tell it was moving fast.
I wonder how often uh, a big vehicle like that gets in a wreck on the way
Oof.
to a call. Like I think it's not crazy uncommon for a patrol car to get in a wreck on the way to a call. But
Right.
that's like apples to apples.
Well, you see the fire trucks doing that occasionally, blowing through the intersection. Somebody doesn't stop, and it just
Yeah,
destroys the car.
yeah.
And the
But
fire
dude, that
truck,
thing, those
nothing wrong
those
with it.
big tactical trucks though,
Yeah, they're
they're
basically tanks.
yes, that'd be devastating.
Oh, it
Put
would
that up
kill
against a
anything that
car or a
passed.
truck.
Here's a big truck coming. What is this? That's an ambulance. No lights
Going
on.
north.
He's an ambulance going north. Oh, now he's got his lights on.
Oh man.
I'm gonna peek my head around the corner, see what I see.
Yeah,
Oh, he's just turning into where the fire
into
station
the
is.
fire station. Weird. Must be unrelated.
Maybe. Oh, I hear sirens. Sounds like it's coming from the south.
Well, it's an exciting night in Kearney.
It's crazy, man. I don't. I usually sit out here and it's just boring, but not tonight. We got all kinds of cool stuff happening. You hear that one?
Yeah,
It's getting closer.
I don't even think Rory's not even watching tonight. He's missing out on all this stuff.
That's right. Missing
I
out on
should
all this
send him an
action here in
invite.
Kearney.
I should send him an invite to be on.
There you go. Do it. I don't know. That siren turned off somewhere because now it's getting farther away. Oh, now I hear it again.
I just sent him the invite.
Nice.
See
See
what
if
he
he jumps
does.
on. I don't know where the other siren is. It's not terribly far away, but yeah, I don't think he's coming through here.
Hmm.
Yeah, man, it's heavy police. tonight here in Kearney. Just wish I knew what was going
Hmm.
on.
You should just start driving around, see if you can find it.
Just get in the car, drive, see if I can see any activity. I'd call Susan and ask her. She might be able to figure it out.
I asked her a question. Oh man. Whew. I asked her a question about something that was going on the other day, and she had to get back to me the next evening.
Oh, really?
I don't, I don't know if she's got the immediate connection.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know. I know she works directly with some of those people that know, but she's probably not going to text them at 9 o'clock at night, ask them what's going on,
right.
or 10:44 at night. Hey, what's going on?
Yep. Okay, I think Dan's about to.
Is he going to join us?
Yeah, think
Wonder if
so.
he's had as much
Oops.
police traffic out there at his parts than tonight. I
I
still hear
I
that.
doubt it. You do?
Still hear that siren off in the distance.
I can't hear it.
It's very
Actually, there's a
faint.
gun set on my front porch, so.
You might have been able to hear it from your front porch.
Hmm.
Maybe they're headed your direction.
Maybe.
I need to get me one of them fire rings like you've got for my porch. Although I don't know, with that wood ceiling above me, that probably wouldn't be the best thing. It's probably
Mm,
melt that paint right off of there.
it might. Might just have to keep it keep it under control. Don't have you a big rip roarer underneath there.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
I've
Oh,
got
this
an
is
extra one.
exciting. I didn't grab a drink. I'm thirsty.
Oh man, it's summertime. You gotta have water.
I know. I left it inside. Actually, left my
Or
water
out,
jug.
sister.
Yeah, uh, I left my water jug in my truck.
I was wanting to leave old Giambalvo's and head up to Hamilton.
We do need to make a trip up there
Yeah,
sometime
instead of just only once a year.
instead of only once a year. It's just far enough away, though. Like, what is that
I
from
know.
here? Like, that would be 30, 45, 50 minutes, something like
Hmm.
that.
Probably 45.
Yeah.
Because isn't it? Uh, here's Rory.
What
What's
up?
up?
How's it going?
Hey, you're our first guest on our podcast.
Happy to be here. What's the conversation and topic today?
Oh man, you haven't been watching?
No.
Wow.
I
We've
didn't know. I
spent
didn't know
Man,
it
a
was,
lot of time talking about the police vehicles driving in front of my house this evening.
that's a good one.
yeah, a lot of action happening in Kearney, Missouri tonight.
We don't know what it
Nothing's
is,
happening
but it's
right there.
happening.
Yeah. Whole lot of nothing outside.
Huh?
You
Where are
usually have a
you
little
at?
more police activity than I do.
Usually, not right now. Thankfully.
Man, there was like a big SWAT truck driving by my house there a little bit ago.
Really.
It was pretty cool. It was like a big tank truck. I don't know where it was headed, but
Dang.
somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm noticing me and Jimmy have some Browns wear on, but Darcy's lacking in that department.
Oh man, I don't
I
have one of those.
gotta fix that.
Which one you got?
I
Duck
know.
down just a little bit, Rory. I can't. Is that the? That's the blue one.
Uh-huh.
Is it
I
corduroy?
like
Yes.
that.
It's comfy, man.
Man, you got a
Mine's
corduroy cap.
Yes, sir.
Let me see. I might be able to point this light towards me a little bit better. I got this. I got this solar powered light.
Ah.
Heck yeah. Are you out on the porch?
Yeah, I'm on my front porch. Whew, that's real
There
bright.
you go.
Oh shoot! Second time I've dropped myself.
Can't be doing that. Where's
Yeah,
Dan at? What's he up to?
we can't
He
find
said
Dan.
he was. He said he was gonna jump on here real soon. He's been busy cleaning
Ah,
up, getting ready for the old graduation party.
mm, I'm having one of
You
those coming up.
you
But
got
I
one
gotta
coming
get
up?
sure do. Next couple
That's
weeks or
pretty
so.
exciting.
Yeah, man. Crazy times coming up.
Yeah.
Do you have any big plans for your graduation?
I don't know. Just like all the school stuff is coming to an end, which I'm excited about. There's some teachers I'm excited not to see again, but also some teachers that I'm gonna miss being able to see. But I don't know. It's exciting stuff. New chapter coming.
Heck yeah.
I saw. Did I see on Instagram or Facebook or something that you went to prom?
I did last Saturday.
How was
Oh
that?
man.
It's pretty good. It was about as good as
Yeah.
it could have been. Something I'm pretty upset about is we were at table numbers, and we were the last group of tables to get called, and so I had like 15 minutes to eat. And it was good food. Like I was surprised. Like it was like steak, and there was like an Oreo cake that I was like
But
so excited to eat. And then they're like, "All right, 3 times over," and I'm like, come back."
you had
I
Uh,
thought it
15
was
minutes to
okay.
eat.
Well, maybe
That's
it could have been like 20, but by the time you kind of get comfortable with everyone and like
yeah.
get the talking, and then they're like everyone's out dancing, you kind of like gotta shove your food down your throat and get out there.
Nice.
man.
But on my tuxedo, there's not like buttons. It's like just the stick things. So whenever you're out there jumping, they just keep popping off. So my shirt was like this for a good portion of the night. And
Heck yeah.
whenever I was leaving, I looked out there, and there's just 100 of them out on the ground. So I picked up a couple, put on my shirt, and skedaddle.
That'll do it.
Yep,
Yeah.
it'll work. I'm not going out high
Darcy, did
anyway.
you ever? Did you go to prom, Darcy?
Heck no.
No.
No. I don't know nothing about that kind of stuff.
I uh,
You?
I
Did you go?
I did go. I went one time with a
Wow.
girl. This girl invited
Make you
me.
want
She was she went she was in the Kearney school district, and it was her prom. And she didn't have a date,
to? Oh man.
and we were friends. So she invited me to
Dipped
go with
into
her.
the homeschool pool, huh?
Uh huh. Uh huh. So that was my only one and only prom experience, and it was,
I didn't
Mm.
know.
man,
I
it was weird.
I didn't know females were interested in you back in that day.
And me,
Yeah.
I man, I was beating them away. It was a lot of work.
Oh man.
I've seen them old pictures.
Hey
I don't
man, that's
know.
what the girls
I don't know,
wanted.
man.
It seems weird now, I know, but that's what they were wanting.
Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say.
Oh
I know
man.
it's hard for you young kids to understand those things.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you look at me, I mean, I'm just naturally so handsome, and it's like
Well, yeah,
if
there's
you
that.
hear about me, it's not a huge like you know huge surprise that I have so much luck in that department. But for
So
you,
did
Right.
the did the girl that you went to prom with, did she invite you to go with her?
no. So I
Mm.
um, it was a friend. It was one of my good buddies' girlfriend's friends that we some mutual acquaintances. Yeah,
So
we had a
you
good
guys
time.
aren't.
I didn't really know. I kind of knew who she was before, but I never really like had a long conversation with her. But we connected really well. I thought like we
And she
had
she goes to
a
your
good
school?
thing. No, so she goes to the school I go to is all boys, and the school she goes to is all
Oh,
girls. So it
are they
kind of works.
affiliated in some way?
Not like officially, but a lot. That's how usually how that works for like dances and stuff because they're both in the same boat. Like they're looking for
That'd be
someone
hard to
to.
find. It'd be hard to find a girlfriend at school when there's only boys there.
I mean, you think about it, but it's also like there's a lot less distractions at school, and we can do
I would assume. Yeah, I would
a lot
assume.
more stupid stuff. So and people like guys are always friends with like they've known this girl forever, and then you hang out in a group and you meet them, and like they're in the same kind of boat too. So it's we're both. You just have to do it outside of school, I guess. Look at football
Makes sense.
games or whatever. There's you can. It's not too hard.
Yep. So you're in the boys only school, but is the girls school like is it the same school? It's just divided into boys and girls, or is it like your school is only boys and that's it?
Yeah. So my school is only boys, but then there's a college of my school that's boys and girls, and then their school is just girls.
Okay, interesting.
There he is.
Oh, we have another person.
I thought you were
Is
cleaning
Can you
this
hear
that
the
me?
shop
first
up, man.
ever 4-person call?
Yeah, this is the first. Yep.
Heck yeah.
This is the first of ever 4-person. Yeah.
Yeah, we this Rory's our first guest podcast guest
You're,
guest
oh, dude,
here.
you're our first guest.
Dude, I'm honored. I'm happy to be here. Whenever this
Are
like
you?
passes the
Where
Joe
are you,
Rogan
Dan?
show, I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna be. I was here from the beginning.
That's right.
Where
I
am I?
see. Oh, there you are.
Oh, I'm here.
You out in your shop?
Yeah. Oh, you don't think that the shop seems cleaned up? Well, I don't know if you can.
Oh man, look at that.
I see a lot of
Looks
floor.
wet.
Dude, now you really look like that guy on YouTube, that with the woodworking guy. I like to make stuff.
Looks real
Oh
nice,
yeah.
Dan.
See, see the whole thing down there? Like it's all empty.
Yeah, pretty
You
cool.
could put like a pickleball court
Oh,
in there.
probably so. We have a basketball goal. It's just a little out of sight on camera.
What are you doing in there?
I'm trying to be quiet. I just power washed
Whoa.
the back half, the back 40 by 40, and now I'm shooting because why not? I have
Why
a
not?
free
Yeah.
lane now, so I don't
I
Nice.
like
I don't
it.
see Rory. Why
You
can't I
don't?
see you? Huh.
I see
Oh,
it.
I've
don't
got
know.
this. It's got a little indicator in the way. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, my
My
screen is
screen's
full of people. Don't know where to put
Same
me.
here. I'm hiding the bottom left corner right now. Whoa,
I'm gonna
he's got
put mine in
the
front of
fancy
Dan.
camera that follows him around. He's got
Dude,
a whole camera crew.
he's got
Is it still
Yeah,
got a
following? Oh,
camera
Hey,
crew.
that's too dark, isn't it?
a little bit.
I thought you were getting one, Jimmy. I thought you were
You
getting
sent
one
me
of
the
these.
link. You sent me the link, and then I looked at it. It was like $1,000.
No, that's not true. $650.
Okay,
That's totally
my
you can
different.
phone.
hire Elliot to hold the phone and follow him around.
Let's have
For
Ellen
Yeah.
hold it. That's a better idea. That would cost way
You
less
could
than
do a
$650.
do a lot of that for
no
$600.
PlayStation until you have more.
No PlayStation
I
until our
like that
YouTube
idea.
video is over.
Oh man.
I feel like we're in
So
that Vegas movie.
what are we talking, guys? What's happening?
Well, we were just talking to Rory about graduating and prom and that kind of thing. You got a graduate in your house.
That's why I'm cleaning this place.
Mm-hmm.
You having a party in there?
Yeah, we're hosting a party in the back half of this building.
I can't.
I mean, partly it gives me a good reason to clean it out, and partly we don't want to have 70 people in our house at the
Mm-hmm.
same time.
Are you gonna allow the little kids to come into this party, or are they gonna have to stay out in the hot car again?
Yeah, probably that. Wait, who did that? I don't remember that.
I don't know if I don't know. For one thing, I don't know for sure I can remember
I'll be
their
back.
name, and for two, I don't know that I should just say it on live YouTube about your friends who left their little baby in their car at Shaya's graduation party. You don't remember
You should
that?
you should just say it. I'm trying to remember who that
I
was.
don't.
You don't want to get the wrong name.
Right,
It's friends, not relatives.
friends.
Man,
They were. I mean, they were there. They were there for plenty of time, and then all, all of a sudden, one of them shows up with this ridiculously sweaty baby who had been, who they had left in the car, and it was freaking hot. It was really hot. It was way too hot to leave a kid in the car.
It
They
was
did that
definitely
You don't
intentionally.
remember that?
Ben the painter, who's put on
That's
No.
makeup.
the,
would he do that?
You can't
He
trust that
doesn't
guy.
have.
you can't trust them. Not with kids, anyway.
Oh man, who was that
I
did that?
I like Ben the Painter.
David is painting. He paints the heck out of the ceiling.
I
Yeah,
He
guarantee
does.
you Sarah will remember.
man, I'm just trying to think. There's been so many days that have passed since that one. I vaguely
I
remember the
thought you were going to
situation,
say
but
there's been so many little babies left in cars out on my property.
dude,
Oh man.
I'm not gonna lie. There was a guy that this is just
So am
like
I.
TMI, but um, there was a guy who came out with his granddaughter that was like maybe 5, and dude creeped me out, like totally creeped me out. And I just kept thinking, like, why does this guy have a 5-year-old with him? You know, it's like, what? And like, I guess just because a guy kind of creeps you out doesn't mean that you can't like let him stay at your place. But man, some people, I don't know. I guess
I know.
I guess if a kid doesn't have parents and the grandfather takes the kid. I don't know.
I don't either. It took
Dude,
me a
I
minute
haven't.
to figure out what you were talking about, but
Oh,
Rory probably has no idea. Dan has an Airbnb on his property, and I'm pretty sure he meant that.
Okay.
but there. Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
all caught up now.
caught up. Yeah, it wasn't somebody I know. It was just a person who rented the space.
Okay. Because I was like, what? This
Would-
guy you don't know is just staying at your house with a random 5-year-old. I was like, where's that coming from? But I gotcha. I'm all brought in now.
That's the way it felt. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah, so Dan has a Airbnb cabin. Is that what you're calling it?
Mhm.
In
Yeah,
his backyard.
Yeah, it's just a one-room off-grid cabin.
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Tell
It's
all your
fun.
friends.
I'd like to stay there someday.
Mostly guys just use it to cheat on their wives. Is that what it's for?
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, okay.
Now I really want an archery shooting area in my house.
You should put one in
Yeah,
your
Yeah,
you should
basement,
have
Rory.
one.
I
it's
think
Do
I
you
pretty
need
shoot,
to.
great.
Rory?
This is really like opening my mind. I'm just sitting here like looking at the. Oh man, I mean, look at that. That's pure
Looks good.
focus right there. Good
Do you
stuff.
shoot?
I did archery in 4th and 5th grade, if that counts.
Heck
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
So I wouldn't say
It
I
counts.
shoot, but I've done it at one point in my life.
You got to have a foundation. You got to start somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I
Yeah.
picked one up, I think I could figure out how to shoot it straight. Like I don't make any more promises than that.
Yeah.
You know what you should do? You should have Jimmy get the boring company to just bore a lane in the basement of the store. And you could just go down to the basement of the store and shoot like under the street or something.
Yeah, I mean,
Street.
if you can hook that up, I mean, I'll
Well,
entertain you.
the store is probably long enough. If you could clear out enough junk out of the way, we could get a good 80 feet.
I
Oh,
mean,
that's what this is. This
something
is
like
only
that.
82 feet.
It's that basement is decently long. It's just really full of things.
Maybe I just don't clear anything out and try to avoid as many things as possible.
Just
And
have a little
pick something
narrow
at the end.
path that you have to put the arrow down through.
That'll make it way more exciting. Until I break something important of Mom's and I'm in trouble. But until then, it's going to be a great time. I'll
Yeah,
stick
let's do that.
some like toilet paper rolls or something at the bottom to shoot at.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to. So if I unplug this camera from the laptop, then I lose everything. So I'm just hiking with the laptop.
Where you headed?
So this is down to the other end.
Oh,
We got to look at my
show us
group because
the
this
target.
is a 30. What is that? A 25-yard cold group after not shooting for like a week. Okay, camera. Don't go over here now.
Uh-oh. So my phone's by that.
Here we go.
Dang. They're tight.
Here we go. It's not terrible, actually. For me.
I would say it's not.
I think you killed it.
Yeah, that's a dead
That
deer
one.
for sure. Yeah, I only hit bullseye like 2 times out of all that. That's the only two right there. Well, no, those two are too. Four, 4 times. So did you go to Ireland as well with Jimmy,
Rory did, yeah,
Rory?
yeah. Rory and I went together actually.
Oh yeah, you guys fly together
We
or
did,
sail?
yeah. Yeah, he and I flew out the same day, same flight. We sat next to each other um, on the way there. Originally, Rory was going to come back early, but then he extended his stay to be on the same flight as me on the way back.
Okay.
We
Except
weren't able to sit next
Jimmy
to each
was
other
up
on
in
the way
all.
back.
Jimmy
You
had
were
a
not.
couple, like, a little bit more room than me on the way back. I was up in the
Well,
old business class.
since
What?
since well, originally I was going to be flying back to America on my own, and so
Okay.
I upgraded my flight to business class, which is like,
Okay.
the seat folds down into a bed. There's full like drink and meal service, and like it's
Yeah.
legit. Like I had no idea. Well, then
Yeah.
Rory decides to extend his stay while we were there, and he bumps his flight to the same as mine, and I was like, well, we don't want to be sitting together, but but
I think it was
Rory
like
was able Rory was able to enjoy some of the perks of my little extra expenditure because we at the Dublin airport we sat in the like what do they call that, like the lounge, like whatever,
something like that. It was real nice.
the, the special area where they have food and drinks. So I was able to get
Hmm.
him in there, and then I also let him sit in my seat. Like I'm like, have at it. I'll go in the back of the plane and sit in your seat for a while. So
Oh, for real? They don't
yeah,
care. You
It
just
was
move
pretty
about.
cool.
they, yeah.
And at the
You didn't just.
end of the flight, so our first flight kept getting delayed like an hour and a half, 2 hour. Like it was, and we were sitting on the plane, and our layover was super short. Like it was really tight, and as we're on our descent, like the last 15 minutes of the flight, I'm sitting in the back and I'm trying to creep my way up. So, because we had like 14 minutes to get on this next flight, and we had to like sprint terminals, and Jimmy was right next to that exit. So I was like creeping up, trying to get in that seat. And like 4 minutes before the plane lands,
There was
I'm
one empty
sitting
business seat.
one empty, and I'm like, I get in there thinking I just pulled off like the biggest heist of my entire life. Like my heart was pounding, and then I thought I was in the clear. My head was down. Like maybe 2 minutes before we land, our the lady comes by me and she like looks at me, and I'm begging her. I'm like, our flight's about to land. I need to be up here with him. We need to run out. And I'm just trying to stall time until we land so I can run. And and then she kicks me back to where I was sitting. But whenever she kicks me, she creeps back up to the front of first. So then I creep back up to the class behind that, which was like economy plus, and I find a middle seat to where no one can really see me, and I felt like they wouldn't care. And right then we got right out. But that was an adventurous flight for sure.
It was
Oh
a great
man.
flight for me, man. I took very long naps that were comfortable. I watched movies on my 30-inch screen. It was it was real nice.
This
Literally,
is
where
this
I'm
is
sitting
our
in my
fifth
seat
guest on the
and I can see
podcast.
no other people. Oh, hey, is that
Oh
Carrie?
man.
Yep, she's a number 5 guest.
Second, she's the second guest ever on our
I
Hey, Carrie.
heard there
podcast.
was a big party up here. I wanted to see what I was missing.
Yeah,
Big
There's,
This
party.
is it.
there's
What's
way
the
more
chat
people
say?
on our podcast.
What's in the
there's
chat
so
say?
many more guests than there are listeners.
Like, is there 5 times more guests than there are listeners? Would you say?
Yeah, basically.
I'll
So
send it
far,
to Ian
Rory's the
after
only
and he'll
one that
watch
is.
it.
Roy's the only one that watches us, so we thought we would invite him on.
We'll get Ian to plant some high kings for us.
Yeah.
Toss in a couple heck yeahs and we're good to go.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. When we were in Ireland, we tried so many times we'd call Ian and try to get him to say heck yeah.
That's just
I don't know this story.
there.
Ian's brother has the best heck yeah you've ever heard.
Ian's brother?
Ian, Rory's brother. Ian is Rory's brother. And Ian
Okay.
has the best heck yeah you've ever heard. So we would
It's like his
we would call
catchphrase.
him just to try to get him to say it. But we didn't want to ask him to say it. We would just try to get him to say it.
Had to be natural. We don't want any of that forced stuff. We want it super authentic.
Right.
So, like,
Man.
you just call him to tell him something that you know he'd be excited about, or what? What's the?
We
Yes,
tried it all.
exactly.
I mean, it was probably a week, and he slipped it in on our last day, and we had a little bit of silent excitement because we couldn't let him know how excited we were. We just kind of had to be like, we turned the phone and we were like, but it was, yeah, that was a peak moment right there.
This is actually helping me to shoot better. My concentration being a little bit off is probably better than full concentration.
Oh, really?
You want like hyper focusing?
I don't know. Well, so I'll probably never be the best archer, the best basketball shot, the best whatever. But for some reason, like I have a significantly higher percentage of shooting a basketball on the move than like set really well. And
I feel like I'm kind of the same way.
The shooting is kind of the same way.
Makes sense.
And so, like, being a little bit distracted kind of helps. Maybe with the release moment, because, like, you're not supposed to know I'm releasing. You're supposed to kind of be surprised by it.
Have you ever
So
thought
maybe
of
just like
sticking that? Have you ever thought of sticking that treadmill out there and running while you're
Yes,
shooting?
do that.
Then he'd really look like the guy from the Avengers.
Yeah.
Super action shot.
Dan and I used to shoot guns more often together, and we definitely used to enjoy doing the old action shots with pistols,
Right.
like somersaulting and coming out and then firing, or rolling across the ground and coming up with one in each hand.
Heck yeah.
We should get Steve to make us do some of that stuff
Yeah,
in our next training session.
we should.
All right. Hey, Darcy. I wasn't there for it, but it reminded me of a story that you used to tell about shooting a bathtub.
Oh, a cast iron sink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't actually there for that.
No, that was scary.
That seems like you'd get a little shrapnel coming back at you.
So my buddy had bought this new it was new to him. What you got there, Rory?
What do you say?
Get you
It's
some new
my
pottery?
picture I made.
Look at that.
Did you make
That's a
that?
good looking mug.
Sure did.
Man,
Dude,
That's like
I'm
Do
not just
you
making
do
it up to.
pottery?
What'd you
You're
say?
also handy.
it's hard to hear a
You're
lot
not
of
just
things
handsome.
against
You're
you.
also handy.
Yeah.
Oh, there
I
we
mean,
go.
I mean, I'm the whole
right.
package.
Okay.
All wrapped up into Roy.
Dan,
Just Rory.
Dan happens to have a female senior in his house.
Prettiest
She's not
girl in
Irish.
school, they say.
She's not Irish, but she does have red hair.
I mean,
Duly noted.
she might as well be.
Anyway,
I feel like
so
the Carney Drive might be a little far from me though.
oh, Dan
Dan
doesn't
don't live
live
in
in Kearney.
Kearney.
He lives in he lives the
Cleveland.
same distance the
In
opposite
Cleveland,
direction.
Ohio.
Yeah. Cleveland Mo.
Might as well be.
Ah.
I'm still listening.
Does
Okay.
my name say
So
just Rory?
It says
it
just
does.
Rory.
Yeah.
Yes.
One point on that.
uh we okay, so my buddy had bought this new gun. It's a British 303.
Mm-hmm.
So it was from like World War II, and but it was so it was at the time it was 60 years old or something. But
Ian.
what's up, Ian?
You join the party?
Yeah,
What's up, dude?
you're on a podcast now.
Wait, say that 2 seconds. Move your chair closer. Okay. Hey, can you give us a? Do you like this shirt? Yeah.
What
Yeah,
shirt you
dude.
got on?
Heck yeah. Look at it. Yeah.
Got it.
That's what we were looking for.
That's a pretty rad looking shirt you
Is
got
that
on there, Ian.
Yeah, man. Got your
is that one of the
Spider-Man and
new
everything
ones?
all over it. Yeah, Spider-Man. We're doing a video podcast. Oh yeah. So we talk about stuff and it goes on YouTube. Oh yeah. You're putting in watch? Yeah, man. Good. Oh, he's got the chair up. He's concentrated now.
Good. Oh yeah. What do you got? Oh, and Dan's got one of those nice rocking camping chairs.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I got a rocking chair.
I've got a moving office chair.
Yeah,
Look at my
I got a
Guys,
shadow.
it
bar
looks like
stool.
you're missing out right now.
I know. Yep.
You on a bar stool?
Yeah.
Those aren't comfy.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Nope. But it works.
So I want to hear more about this story of the guy shooting his new
Okay.
gun.
So he gets this thing, and I had a good place to shoot when I was in high school. An old rock quarry that was out of use. They didn't use it anymore. So it was also like the trash dump. So we go over there, and a friend of ours had just remodeled his bathroom in an old house. So there's this cast iron sink laying there in the dump. And my buddy Ryan and I look at that thing and at this new gun, and we're like, dude, those are some big bullets. Think it'd punch through that cast iron?
Whew.
Like, I don't know. Might as well see. So we go and we set that sink up where we can shoot at it and walk back, I don't know, 50 yards or something like that. And he's like, here you go, you shoot it. And so I take the first shot and I hit and I hit it. And we walk up and we look at it and it has a perfectly round hole punched right through the bottom of this cast iron. And it was heavy. It was like probably 3/8 of an inch of cast iron. And we're just like, oh man, that's awesome. So we walk back again and he's like, I'm going to shoot it. And the first time when I shot, we just were standing out in the open shooting at this cast iron sink. And that the second time we walked back and we're like, man, I wonder if we should like get behind that dirt pile or something just in case it, you know, shatters or something. And we both decide that's probably a good idea. So we go over and we get behind this dirt pile. We're like, laying up over top of the dirt pile with the rifle. And he shoots that thing and it's like bang, whoosh, and just like the bullet comes flying right back past us.
No, that's
Because when
scary.
I shot it, I shot dead in the bottom of it. And when he shot, he hit in the curve and it just like
Mm,
came like around the sink and straight back at us. And then that was the
dang.
last shot at the cast iron sink.
Yeah,
Good call on getting behind that the dirt pile.
Yeah. It was
that's
exciting.
crazy. Yeah, that would be exciting.
Oh man.
I
That
feel
guy,
like
he had some good guns.
did he?
He was he was like he was probably 2 or 3 years older than me. So I was 17 maybe, and he was 19 probably. And he loved guns. And but he never kept them very long. He always was like trading one or selling one to get something else. So he probably had a rotating collection of, you know, 10 or 15 guns, but he, oh man, I can't think. There were probably 2 or 3 that he wouldn't sell, and everything else he'd sell or trade or whatever, and always had something new. It was pretty fun.
Good stuff.
That's weird looking.
It
Looks like
is.
your
What do you got
NFT
going on
advance.
there?
I set my light behind. I have a chair sitting in front of me with that pulled apart metal stuff.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. I kind of like the dark.
I look like Batman.
Batman, that's me. I am Batman.
I mean, you can never see if Batman had a beard or not. So I mean, I guess it could be.
That's true. We don't
Yeah,
know. We
that'd
don't
be
really
pretty
know.
crazy if he took that mask off and had a giant beard.
Just Jimmy. So
Ooh, how's that for a light? Man, I need to get a
Uh,
studio like Dan.
yeah.
Yeah, I need to figure out why nowhere that I go can you guys hear me.
Dude, this is the
Like
best you've ever sounded right here, right now.
Hmm.
You're not
I've been
glitching.
on 3 different Wi-Fis.
Tonight is
Weird.
by
Yeah.
far the best I have ever heard you. And you're not even talking.
That might be why.
Oh, you've been talking this whole time. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I've been talking this whole time. Um, Random question, Darcy. Are any of
Okay.
your chickens broody?
Um, I don't know. There are a number of them that sit in the boxes more than others, but I take their eggs every day, so they don't really have any reason to stay in there. You got broody ones?
We have 2 chicks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yesterday.
Huh.
We got one hen that sits on like 5 eggs. She had 2
Okay.
hatch. We have another hen
Okay.
that sits on like 25 eggs. I can't imagine any of them are going to hatch. She literally, you look at her pile of
25
eggs,
eggs.
and she's like this big. Yeah, she sits on this huge pile of eggs. I have no idea why they're letting her do it, but it's so stupid.
Do you just take
Like
Oh,
do
every
you just
hen
take
lays
whatever
eggs in
eggs you
there.
need and leave the rest?
I don't know what the plan is. I'm not the one who gets the eggs.
Oh.
I have no
apparently
idea.
no one is the one that gets the eggs.
There's a 25 egg
Yeah,
pile. That's hilarious.
we've got 50 eggs
How
in the
many
house. I
chickens
don't
do you
know
have?
how there's like 6. We're just not eating enough eggs these days.
Hmm. I'm getting about 15 eggs a day
How
Out
many
of
do
how
you eat
many
a day?
chickens?
out of about 22 hens, I think.
There's one of them police driving by. County
Oh, yeah.
sheriff.
I bet we're getting.
I should stop one of them guys. Next one that drives by and be like, what are you guys doing?
Is he
Get
headed
him off the
south
phone.
again?
That one was headed north. No
Hmm.
lights, driving the speed limit.
Yeah, Dan, you missed out on a whole bunch of excitement beforehand. Whenever Jimmy and
We
I got
opened
on
the
here
show with sirens.
with sirens, yeah, there was sirens and emergency vehicles flying back and forth up and down in front of Jimmy's house. A big old tactical truck, the Bearcat.
It was cool, but we never did figure out
You
what was
don't know.
going on.
You never figured out what it was. Yeah.
No.
Mm-mm.
Had to be good though.
Must have been.
What are you drinking on, Dan?
I mean, I'm on a little Abbey from Martin City.
Nice.
Well, and I was gonna say it's in a uh, paradigm glass from the kids' youth group, but the all the stuff scratched off of it, like those things that Jeremy's has. It's all gone.
Oh yeah. Did you? Darcy and I had some naughty sisters earlier.
What? Where'd you get those?
GM Volvos.
Giambalvos.
We've been telling you you need to move
Did
to
you
Kearney.
what? Did you get a growler or what'd you do?
Just by the
No,
glass.
it's just a
Do they bottle it?
pizza. A pizza
Oh,
place in
oh.
town has it on tap.
Is it as good there as it is at hunt camp?
It's pretty
Pretty
good.
good.
That's where I first found out about it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's some good stuff.
Hmm.
It was real
And I
good.
could actually, except that it doesn't look like I'm looking at the camera because I'm looking at the screen. It could actually be closer here. Here we go. And just there.
Yeah, that's so much better.
Now it looks like I'm looking at you guys. Is that
Yeah.
better?
Yeah.
You can see my smiling face.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Jinx.
What did we get? They were like $3.15 a piece or something,
Yeah.
right?
What? That's
Made it there
it?
for happy hour.
We got there for happy hour.
Okay.
$3.15.
Yep. Yeah, Jimmy and I were saying
Is there
we
happy
probably
hour
need to make
drinks?
that a habit.
I have no idea. I don't buy a lot of drinks at places. What's normal? Like $5?
I think 6 something would be normal
6?
for that drink.
Hmm.
If Rory and
I
I
don't
were in
remember.
Ireland,
What
he
is it
could
when
come
we're up
drinking with
there?
us, but he can't drink here.
Oh yeah.
Then we gotta go back to Ireland.
We gotta go back. I
Yep.
don't think they have Naughty Sister over there though.
Let's do a podcast
What's the
episode on
age over
Ireland.
there?
18.
Honestly, I mean, it could be like 13. Like, I mean, it's legally 18, but like
They
they
don't
didn't
care.
ask. They were just like, "You want something to drink?" And I mean,
Every
I
place
looked
we
older,
went, they asked him if he wanted a drink.
but if you're 16, you could probably like it. If they ask
There
you,
ain't
you're
no
basically
signs
saying
that say we card under 18.
Mm-hmm.
if
The
if
only
you're
You want a
place
16,
drink?
they're
that we
happy for
only
you.
saw,
Yeah, exactly.
the only place we only saw people card were like those like big poppin' bars we were walking by.
Yeah, there were. Yeah, that on the weekend when there were lines of people trying to get in,
Right.
they were carding people, but I don't even know what they were carding about. Like those girls looked like they were way older than 18.
Uh, well,
They wanted to
everyone's
make sure they weren't
always saying that
Americans.
those stupid haircuts over there.
That's right. All the guys over there look the same. Every one of them.
What do you mean? Like,
They all have the same dumb haircut. None of them
Jimmy's
have
a little
facial
bit
hair.
racist against
It's hard to
Irish.
explain until
Yeah,
you
it
see
really
it.
is.
what's
But you look around, you're like,
what's the
holy
haircut?
crap! They all. You
No
explain it,
one has
Rory.
a beard. It's like everyone kind of has something about them that's like something ain't right. You know, like something's kind of like something's not fully there. But it's with all of them, so it might just be an Irish water type of thing, or I don't know what they're feeding them. But it's with
What kind of
everyone.
not right are we talking? Like, are we talking like autism or Amishness?
You'll know it when you see it.
Autism or
You
Amish.
can't
That's
you
kind of
can't
the
really
same thing, isn't it?
point a finger on it. It's just like, I mean, all of their haircuts are
You,
like skin fade and like really like kind of bowl cutty. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like
We
it's
should have taken
super.
better pictures
It's
of
super
that.
tight on the
What?
sides and like pretty like I don't even know.
like
No,
this, and then it's
Well-
combed over, and then it's like
It's
No.
not. It's more like
It's a
bowl
lot like
cut
yours,
on top.
Dan. It's a lot like
It's
yours.
not. It's like
No,
is it
it's
a lot like
nothing
mine?
You're
like
looking
that.
very Irish tonight, Dan.
It's like a bowl. Like he was saying, it's almost like a bowl cut, but faded super tight on the sides, and then like it like comes. I don't know, dude.
it's something. Oh,
It's-
here are some prime pictures right here.
It's. Can you
It's
flip the
not good
camera around so
looking.
we can see them?
I'm trying to get some good ones.
But yeah, so every dude has the same haircut. Not a single Irishman has a beard, and nobody wears hats over there. So I was like, they all knew I wasn't from around there.
Like this. Here. Can I turn the camera around? Is it like... Nope. I'll see this.
There it is.
It's like real high on the sides. I mean, and that's not a bad picture. But when you get guys that are kind of like... I don't mean this in a bad way, but like different face shapes, it doesn't look right on every face. So it kind of like some guy will have a pretty big head, but like this pretty small amount of hair.
Same dumb haircut.
So it's like
Here, let's see it. Can you see this, guys? This is a picture of Irish haircuts online. Some of them are just trash cans with a black trash bag on the top.
it's like that.
Do you see that?
It's
like,
way worse than that, though.
But I'm telling you,
No,
something's not right.
No, but look at this. Some of them are just trash cans with a trash bag sticking out of the top.
Yes,
that's
how trashy it is.
That's what it is.
That's it.
Man.
It's like I'm right back looking at this.
That's funny.
And then they all wear the
Google's
same clothing
racist,
too. They
too.
all wear like soccer outfits.
Those track suits are really big, like full zip,
So-
Nike Techs with like just matching pants and jacket, and you
Track
rarely
suits.
ever see a ball cap. No,
So-
it's different.
Darcy, this is your.
What?
Can you guys hear me okay? This is
Yeah.
technically your podcast, right? So, like, what is this like a family show or like what? Can I tell the story about when I was in Ireland?
I guess.
Or is it like, can you just edit it out?
Dan, no one listens.
Okay.
The only people that are listen to this show are on this show right now.
But it's forever. I mean, it's forever. So
Yeah.
whenever I was over there in Ireland, and you guys that have been there recently will probably be able to identify with this story. But I was over there in Ireland, and we were just in like a little pub in like a little nothing kind of town, and we kind of
That's
went and sat
everywhere in
down,
Ireland. What are you talking about?
got a beer, and there was this guy at the bar that was just like he seemed irritated a little bit, and he kind of engaged us in conversation, and he's like, "Oi, you see that bridge out there that you cross whenever you're coming off the road to get up here?" And we're like, "Yeah, the stone bridge." Aye, the stone bridge. Every break of that stone bridge was laid by me and my sons. We laid it day and night. We worked till the bone. Our fingers bled. But do you think anybody calls me McGregor, the bridge builder? No! Like, okay. Whatever, man. And he's like, "You see that church up there?" Aye. Yeah, we see the church. Got a stone from the foundation to the roof. Yeah. Aye. I laid every stone in that entire church with my bare hands. Me and my sons. You think anybody calls me McGregor, the church builder? No! You know the road you drove on to get here. Aye, every stone in that road was laid by McGregor. You think they call me McGregor, the road builder? No! You fuck one goat though.
That sounds like it right there.
Sounds just like being in Ireland.
They love to and share all the bits and pieces they've incorporated in the community.
And they have lots of stone bridges and stone churches and stone roads.
Aye!
I don't know
Aye!
that one though. I'm gonna keep my eye out for the next time I see someone and
Yeah,
ask if
I
they
think
ever
I've been to
built
that
a
town.
bridge or a church. That's good stuff right there. Yeah, that's pretty funny. You hear silly stuff like that all the
Oh,
So
damn.
There's such
my
thing as a redhead festival. Sorry,
I
I'm
don't know.
my
sure
Irish
in
haircut,
Ireland.
and it was under next to my.
There's a thing called Fantasy Festival.
It says Redhead Festival, Dublin, Ireland.
Oh, dang. Dan,
Guess
your daughter
guess who's
going?
that?
I don't think she's going. Um, she was gonna move to Arizona, but now she's not. So,
Why?
because school is gonna be free if she goes to SDU. So it was gonna cost like 20,000.
Dan wasn't on it earlier. No, Ian.
I know right now there's 6 people on this podcast.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Aye,
most people ever
aye.
incorporated in this podcast.
the most watched
I'm
ever.
excited. Ian couldn't get up fast enough.
And 0 views. 0 views, 0 likes,
Zero views,
Oh
zero
man,
likes.
I can
0 comments.
Okay, wait. I can do this.
Lonnie comment.
Oh,
That'll be much appreciated, Mom.
Now that Rory's on here, he won't even watch it. He's like, I'm not gonna watch it if I'm on there.
Oh my gosh, I've never been so mesmerized.
Mom's gonna post it on Brown's Facebook right now.
Oh no,
oh
no.
my.
Oh no.
11,000.
And there's like 6,000 people on that thing.
Guys,
Don't
you
do
made it. In the next episode, there's no one here.
Hey, Jimmy, did you say you used to work at Sandstone?
No, I've never worked there. I've been to concerts there.
Back when it was Sandstone?
Yes.
Or Darcy,
Aerosmith.
did you say you worked there?
Me?
Did you say you worked there?
I have not.
That's really wasn't.
Whew, got some delays going.
Oh, that's my fault.
Woo.
Sorry.
We looping. We looping, guys.
Dan pulling up the
So many
YouTube
listeners, it's looping. Hey, whose mug is
technical
that?
difficulties.
Did he see it?
There you go.
You got a final tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I probably gotta
Uh-oh.
call it quits soon. I got a final in the morning.
Oh, dang,
man.
yeah. What time you got to get up?
Quarter to 7.
6:45?
Mm-hmm.
Say it right, Rory.
I thought we were talking about Irish stuff. I thought I was on the topic.
6:45.
Half past.
Half past plus 15?
Uh-huh. Quarter past.
What do they say? Remind me. I forget how they say like 9:30.
Oh, 9:30.
9:30.
And they'll say
9:30.
at the end of every conversation.
Yeah. Maybe they're at 9:30, so you're like,
Yep.
what?
What's so for?
They just toss them in there.
So maybe I would say that something like that. Like, so let's talk about this. And they would say, let's talk about this, so.
Yeah, let's chuck it on the end.
Like sometimes we would put it in the front and they put it in the back.
Different.
You know?
I know Sophie.
It's fun.
And
What do you think about it,
So?
our real estate agent or whatever, the guy who helped us with the house, he was doing that, but he was talking maybe 500 words a second. So you have to interpret all those little vocabulary changes while he's talking. So it's a whole new language that's not a new language.
Yeah, it's English, but you can't understand it.
Mm-hmm. And like, sorry, what?
What Dan was that story you told about the pub you were in? I could understand that.
Aye.
That was
Aye.
not Irish. That was not an Irish accent.
It wasn't
I could
Irish.
understand
Oh
it.
man. Yeah.
There was
I'll have to work on that. Aye. So
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 it's in.
so just put so at the end.
Yeah,
And
just
Yeah,
put
that'll make
so
it
at the
Irish.
end. Don't put it at the front.
or now. Like now,
Now.
and so like say, yeah, like a lot of times they'll say now. Like if they walk into a room with like say, I asked if you could grab me something from somewhere else, and they'll come back and just say now, and just set it in front of you. Like okay.
And we would say
Well,
like
that'd be
knock
like
on wood.
equivalent.
They say touch wood.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that one. I
Touch
heard
wood.
that one for the first
Like, well, you're
time.
knocking on it. Why are you saying touch?
Yeah,
Touch wood.
good luck charm.
It was fun listening to all the weird things they say over there.
Oh yeah, super entertaining. And every single trip is different. Like you hear weird new stuff every time, and I'm gonna start. I need to make notes so I can start talking like that over here. And what if people over
Yeah,
here like,
need
what
a
the heck are you talking
a
about?
word journal.
Well, boys, it's 11:50,
I think I gotta
and
call it quits.
Me too.
All right.
okay.
All
I
right.
Hey,
appreciate being
Well,
included
it
on
was good having
the
you,
LPS train.
Rory,
Yeah, dude.
yep.
the first guest.
Thanks for joining.
Well,
What's your final tomorrow?
there's one viewer.
We have a viewer?
No way.
It's Dan.
It's Dan.
There we go.
Ah, hi Dan.
Oh, man.
Thanks for watching at
Is
home.
that your, yeah, is that your last final?
It's my first one. I have.
Ugh.
It's like it's not really a final, but it's like a final test because this class is like a elective, so it's not like a required thing. But I wish I could have told myself like 6 months ago to not take that class because econ not a fan.
Probably
It's
doesn't
so-
help that you missed like 6 weeks of school this year.
Well, whatever. Well, he's like the only teacher that gets like upset about like my other teacher's like, oh, that's great, you're learning different experiences, and then this guy's like, it's not even a required class. Like it's just like I'm doing it for funsies, and he's like, he gets the most pressed about it. I'm like, okay, be upset. So almost done with that. Last time ever going tomorrow, so I'll be done soon. And then my actual only final is theology, because I opted out. I can, if you get above an A in your other classes, you opt out, and that's the only one I didn't opt out of. So it was a little bit difficult.
Cool.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
That's
guys.
fun. Okay.
All right.
Peace out,
99.
fellas.
Peace
That's
out.
the show. Thanks for watching.
See ya, Ian.
See ya, man.